guys, and welcome back to Fiction Fan. I am your host, Daniel, and today we're diving into one of the most grounded human stories in the Star Wars universe, Andor. This isn't a story about Jedi, Sith, or galaxy-shattering force powers. It's about ordinary people caught in the gears of tyranny, and the spark of rebellion that begins to burn when the weight of oppression finally becomes too much. The real question we're asking today is this: when exactly did the rebellion truly begin? Was it Mon Mothma's secret moves on Coruscant? With Luthen Rael's chess game of sacrifice and strategy? Or did it start in the heart of a thief named Cassian Andor, long before Yavin, long before Scarif? The brilliance of Andor is that it peels back the myth of rebellion and shows us the cost. Rebellions don't start with glory, they start with sacrifice, with compromises, with people like Luthen Rael, who openly admits he's lost his soul in order to light a fire that others can carry forward. This is not the Rebel Alliance yet, this is the dirty work. The necessary lies, assassinations, and the betrayals that had to happen before Mon Mothma could one day stand in front of the Senate as its leader. Now, Cassian's journey is just as tragic as it is inspiring. He doesn't begin as a hero. He begins as a survivor, a man looking for a way out, not a cause to fight for. But Marva's final words, her funeral speech, are the emotional core of the entire season. She tells Ferrix to fight the Empire, to wake up, to resist. And it's this moment, this heartbreak, that transforms Cassian. He chooses to stop running. He chooses to fight. And this choice echoes forward, because without Cassian, there is no Scarif. Without Scarif, there is no Death Star plans. And without those plans, there simply is no Luke Skywalker destroying the Death Star. Cassian's decision in that one moment changes the galaxy. And that's part of why this story is one of the most important ones in the Star Wars universe. So, when did the rebellion truly begin? Was it when Mon Mothma began funneling her fortune into the cause? Or when Luthen sacrificed everything he was to strike at the Empire from the shadows? Or was it when an ordinary thief tired of running stood in the shadow of his mother's words and chose to fight? Maybe the truth is, the rebellion didn't begin in one single moment. It began in all of them, in every decision to resist, in every act of defiance. Rebellion is not born in glory. It's born in sacrifice. Andor shows us that perfectly. But let's go deeper. One of the most powerful elements of Andor is the prison arc. On the surface, it's a bleak commentary on the Empire's cruelty, stripping prisoners of identity, forcing them to compete against each other for scraps of dignity. But thematically, it's something so much bigger. The prison is a perfect metaphor for the entire galaxy itself. Everyone is trapped. Everyone is working for the Empire, whether they realize it or not. And just like the prisoners, most people don't believe escape is even possible. They're beaten down. They feel helpless and hopeless. And then, one spark changes everything. Kino Loy's line, "Never more than 12.
Up, hands on your heads. Move. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Now. Let's Go. How many guards on each level?
Never more than 12.
Is more than a piece of strategy. It's a turning point in the psychology of resistance. For the first time, the impossible suddenly feels possible. Rebellion begins with belief, and Kino's voice, echoing through that prison, finally, after his doubt and reluctance to be involved, he becomes that spark. And that is so powerful. In his monologue over the intercom, the moment he takes the mic, trembling but resolute, he pours every ounce of fear, anger, and courage into his words. And those words shake the entire prison awake.
My name is Kino Loy. I'm the day shift manager on level 5. I'm speaking to you from the command center on level 8. We are, at this moment, in control of the facility.
Is that the best you got?
How long we hang on, how far we get, how many of us make it out, all of that is now up to us. We have deactivated every floor in the facility. All the floors are cold. Wherever you are, right now, get up. Stop the work. Get out of your cells. Take charge and start climbing. They don't have enough guards, and they know it. If we wait until they figure that out, it'll be too late. We will never have a better chance than this. And I would rather die trying to take them down than giving them what they want. We know they fried 100 men on level 2. We know that they are making up our sentences. As we go along, we know that no one outside here knows what's happening. And now we know that when they say we are being released, we are being transferred to some other prison to go and die. And that ends today. There is one way out. Right now. The building is ours. You need to run, climb, kill. You need to help each other. You see someone who's confused, someone who is lost. You get them moving and you keep them moving until we put this place behind us. There are 5,000 of us. If we can fight half as hard as we've been working, we will be home in no time. One way out! 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 One way out!
Let's get out of here!
This wasn't just a call to escape. It's a call to believe, to act, to embrace freedom even if it means dying for it. For me, this is single-handedly one of the most heart-wrenching, most incredible moments in recent Star Wars cinema. Because in that moment, Kino isn't just a prisoner anymore, he's a prophet. His voice becomes the heartbeat of rebellion. What makes it so powerful is that Kino isn't a natural leader. He never wanted to be one. He wanted to serve out his time and move on. But oppression cornered him into greatness, and his words become bigger than him. The way the prisoners listen, silent at first, then stirred, then electrified, and it mirrors the audience. We're right there with them, carried by his desperation, his fire. And when that chant spreads, one way out, it transforms from Kino's plea into everyone's truth. It's not his voice anymore, it's theirs. It's the voice of rebellion itself. This scene is a thesis statement for Andor. Rebellion isn't abstract. It isn't born in strategy meetings. It's born here, in sacrifice and solidarity. In the terrifying moment when one person dares to say, we don't have to accept this anymore. Then there's Luthen. Honestly, in my personal opinion, he is maybe the most fascinating character in Andor. He's not idealistic like Mon Mothma. He's not reluctant like Cassian. He's pragmatic, and he's ruthless. That monologue, I burn my life to make a sunrise that I know I'll never see. It's chilling. And quite honestly, it's beautiful. Because it's not a rallying cry for glory, it's a confession. Luthen is telling us what rebellion costs. Not just soldiers and battles, but lives spent in shadows, building a world you'll never get to enjoy. He embodies the tragic truth that rebellion eats its own leaders alive. Without people like him, there is no alliance. But people like him will never get statues. They'll never be remembered. And sadly, that's rebellion too. Okay, so now let's talk about Mon Mothma. Honestly, I think her story is one of the most underappreciated arcs of the season. While the prison and Ferrix storylines show rebellion through open defiance, Mothma's arc shows rebellion through suffocating restraint. She's gambling her family's safety, her fortune, and her reputation, all while having to smile through Senate dinners with the very people that are destroying the galaxy. It's rebellion through diplomacy, through masks and lies. It's easier to cheer for blasters and uprisings, but Mothma's story reminds us rebellion also requires patience, quiet sacrifices, playing the long game while your soul slowly cracks. In many ways, her pain mirrors Luthen's. Two people fighting the same war from different fronts. One in the shadows and one in the light. Both doomed to lose themselves in the process. A sad story, but a fitting one for the Star Wars universe. And of course, Ferrix. Marva's funeral is not just a farewell, it's a detonator. A trigger, in a way. Her speech doesn't just ignite the people of Ferrix, it ignites us as the audience. Fight the Empire. 3 words that ripple across the galaxy. It's no accident that this moment feels like the season's climax, because Andor is telling us something important. Rebellions aren't just started by leaders or soldiers, they're started by people. by entire communities deciding enough is enough. Ferrex shows us the heart of rebellion. Ordinary lives saying no to tyranny. And when that happens, no army, no Star Destroyer, no Emperor can hold it back forever. So maybe the rebellion doesn't have a single beginning. Maybe it's not one speech or one battle or one choice. It's all of them together. Luthen burning his life for a cause. Mon Mothma risking everything behind closed doors. Kino shouting into the prison void. Marva's ghost inspiring her people. And finally, Cassian himself, choosing not to run, but to fight, choosing to join. Because rebellion is not one spark, it's 1,000 sparks igniting all at once. And that's why Andor matters so much. It shows us that the galaxy was saved, not by chosen ones or prophecy, but by ordinary people who chose to stand up. Thanks for watching, Fiction Fan. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button and subscribe for more fiction analysis, theory, and storytelling deep dives. And drop your thoughts in the comments. When do you think the rebellion truly began? What are your takes on Andor?